What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here, and what a crazy weekend for live stream news and drama as two big stories emerged over the last couple days, and we're only on Sunday, so there could be something nuts that happens today. The two stories, of course, first and foremost is the Tfue Mr. Beast situation with Tfue leaking Mr. Beast's number, and the Alinity nip slip and ban. These are two huge stories, and I'm going to talk about them in a second, but first, I do want to give credit to a Twitch streamer who made amends for her comments that she made earlier this week. Invader V became infamous for her comments about saying, hey, if you can't afford to sub to me, then you don't have the time to watch my content because you should be out working. It was a really poor take, and really her only possible course of action was to walk back and apologize. And that's what she did. So even if it was really the only course of action, we still have to give credit where credit's due. She still walked back to her statements and apologized. And I do think that we need to acknowledge that when it happens. So good on Invader V to apologize for her terrible comments. And realistically, let's go to pretending she doesn't exist again, because I never knew who she was before this, and I doubt I'll remember her in a month. Now into the big news, the big Twitch stories, or the live stream stories from this weekend. And we're going to start with the Mr. Beast Tfue situation, which is just peak selfishness that I don't understand. So Mr. Beast put on a COVID-19 fundraiser, essentially playing rock, paper, scissors with a bunch of different creators, which is awesome, right? YouTube is such a big realm and has so many personalities with so many unique fan bases. It's great to bring them all together to watch. You know, this thing peaked at like 850,000 viewers. It is such a big event. But things were going smoothly until Tfue came on. And Tfue is a huge streamer in his own right, and I get the thought process behind streaming to your own fans, but you're essentially taking your fan base and moving it to your channel where this fan base could be on YouTube watching it there. And that was the first kind of strike on Tfue, was like, hey, you're not supposed to live stream during this event, so please don't live stream during this event. That way all your viewers can come to this live stream and the fundraiser to watch that. And that was strike one. Strike two was that he shared the entire live stream that all the creators were in to his stream. And that opened up Mr. Beast to being hacked and the stream to be hacked, because essentially 50,000 people got access to the stream that all these creators were on. And strike three was that he leaked the DMs between him and Mr. Beast, where Mr. Beast gave his number out. I cannot believe that Tfue, somebody who is so seasoned in live streaming, somehow made three monumental gaffes. Now, I can forgive live streaming on his own channel. It's still kind of crummy to do because the whole point of it is a fundraiser, so you want all those viewers on the one live stream. I think it's a little selfish, but then to share the stream key with your viewers is just stupid, and I think was a lapse of judgment and just a lapse of cognitive function. I just can't really wrap my head around what he was thinking during this time to do that. Probably was an accident, but regardless, still happened. And I'd be pissed if I was Mr. Beast. But the thing that would be the tipping point would be someone sharing my personal phone number, because now that phone number's out there. And now Mr. Beast is using his Sunday, one that should be a triumph of raising a bunch of money for COVID and doing a great thing with a ton of creators, is now spent with, I have to go change my phone number, which is a hassle, and now he's got to give it back out to more people. And all in all, it is a big headache, and this should be a morning of triumph, of feeling good about yourself, that you've done something good for the world, especially in such an interesting and unprecedented time. But instead, he's got to go out to his cell carrier and get a new phone number, because millions of people have probably seen the screenshot now with his phone number. I've only seen it blanked out because I don't personally care. So all in all, a huge gaffe by Tfue and an unfortunate security breach for Mr. Beast. Now on to another form of a security breach. Alinity, who has been one of the most controversial Twitch streamers ever, with infamous issues and scandals, like throwing her cat, showing her ass on stream, miscopywriting PewDiePie for calling her a Twitch thought, things like this. And she, for some reason, has never been banned for all of her poor behavior. But then Friday night, the clip seen around the world by every simp, Alinity had a nip slip. Doing something on live stream, I don't even know. I'm not going to share the clip, but you can find it pretty easily. I still don't know what she's doing. Like, she has a pillow in her clothes and she's trying to remove it. Obviously, there's more context to this, but I don't know it. And while she's trying to remove the pillow, she lifts her top up too far and it reveals her entire boob. Just one boob. And it finally got her banned. I think we can cheer through the streets, guys. Alinity finally got banned on Twitch. Who knows? It might only be a 24-hour, 48-hour, or it could be a 7-day ban. But this was the straw that broke the camel's back for Twitch. They had to do something this time. Too many times they let her get off with nothing, that today and this situation force their hand. No nudity is allowed on Twitch, even if it's accidental. Yeah, it's a mistake, and yeah, I get it that you didn't mean to do it. Yeah, nobody means to show nudity sometimes, but it needed to be done, and I'm glad that Twitch finally grew some balls and decided to ban her for this. It was very important to do. It does suck because it was an accident, and I think this situation on its own, I think if, a regular live streamer who has no history of prior controversies probably gets away with this, as it was an honest mistake. Because realistically, nobody wants this to happen. Now that's out there forever. Her kid, if she has kids, her kids are going to see it, and it's just not something that I personally would want out there. Or if I had a girlfriend, I want that out there for her. Like, it's really unfortunate, and I think if it was just that as an isolated case, I don't think it's enough to get banned. But when you combine it with everything else and just the combined dislike a lot of people in the community have for her, Twitch needed to do something, or they were just going to shoot themselves in the foot here, and they were going to look extremely biased towards Alinity. And especially with how easy a lot of people have been banned in the past by Twitch, their hand was forced here to do something. And she may not like it, but she has to understand that this is just your comeuppance for throwing your cat, for showing your ass on stream, for copywriting PewDiePie, even though it was a false copyright claim. These small little things have led up to this. It's not gonna kill you. You can still make content on other platforms. You just have to wait however long that ban is, whether it's 24, 48, or 7 days. And then you can stream again. It's not like it's a permaban. Twitch would never do that. They wouldn't permaban you. They'll permaban others, but not Alinity. So if you are an Alinity fan and you're here, don't worry. You can go back to watching her live streams later, and I guarantee you she'll be a lot safer to ensure this won't happen again. And overall, I think that's it, guys. For a crazy weekend of live stream news, that's it. 2 massive stories, 2 things that I'm shocked happened. You know, when you have a veteran streamer like Tfue, you do not expect him to make the rookie mistake of sharing a stream key or leaking someone's phone number. And then when it comes to Alinity, I can't really say I'm surprised. Something like this was bound to happen, and it sucks, and I don't wish that upon people, but eventually something like this is going to happen, and hopefully it doesn't scar her too much, and this temporary ban is just a temporary ban, so she'll be back. Thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know what you thought of the stories down below in the comments section. Which one was your favorite? Which one was most surprising? Are you shocked that Alinity finally got banned? Let me know with a comment down below. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.